welcome back to Max Reaction. How are you doing today? Hopefully you're having a good day, a positive day. I really hope you are, and that's what I'm kind of going to talk about in this video here. You know, this ain't going to be a reaction to a video, but it's going to be a reaction to kind of a comment that was left on this channel, and I want to share a little bit about, you know, how I met my wife and the reason why I met my wife. And it has to do with positivity. And the comment I'm referring to, you know, there's a community tab on YouTube, of course, where you can communicate with your subscriber base, your family base on your channel. So I posted a post, and you know, it said, I hope all of you are having a great start to the new year. Let's keep it a positive year. And then I left a picture. It said, without rain, nothing grows. Learn to embrace the storms of your life. So without rain, nothing grows. And somebody left a comment, Mr. Cringe, and he's been a subscriber for a very long time of mine. Always commenting, always watching, always supportive. I absolutely love him. And he said, sorry to bring vibes, but Australia is burning, World War III might happen, and there might be a plague. So, you know, he's warning me, man, I'm about to bring some bad vibes, which is alright. You can bring those vibes, you can be, you know, you can worry about these things, but it doesn't mean we can't be positive, you know? Bad things in life's gonna happen, it always gonna happen. You have your ups and downs, we all do, we're humans, it happens. You know, you might lose loved ones. I've lost a loved one, I've lost my brother. He died at a fairly young age. And yeah, it hurts. It hurts. I've cried for him. I've cried for his children that lost his dad, but you got to get through things like that. And in the past, I've been a very, very, very negative person at times. Very negative, you know, to the point where you almost feel sorry for yourself, and that's not a way to be, you know. As you guys know, I'm married to a very, very Maganda Filipina in my eyes, and I absolutely love her. But without being positive and getting rid of those thoughts, those negative thoughts, I definitely would not have her, you know. One of my biggest fears, for instance, is heights. I do not like heights. I don't like being high. Especially standing still high. I've rode all kinds of roller coasters where they go high. But I really have a death-defying fear on heights. But I've slowly got past that, and without getting past that, I would not have my wife. I wasn't even trying to meet anybody for a relationship when I found my wife, really. When I first met my wife, it was through online, it was on a dating site, but it so happens to be at my job that I work at even now today. During Christmas, you get 2 weeks off. So I had 2 weeks off. I was single, you know. Just me and my older son Parker. A lot of you guys may not know, I have an older son named Parker. A lot of you do know. He's 10 years old. So it was just me and him. And you know, it was kind of boring. And I knew people that were married to Filipinas around here. I've had friends, I have acquaintances that are, and I'm like, you know, I'm not really looking for a relationship, but I'm gonna find a dating site and find somebody just to talk to, you know, kind of just a chat partner. That's all I was looking for, you know, at the time. So I googled a free dating Asian site, just looking, you know, for Asian women, because I'm attracted to Asian women. So I Google it and a site pops up, says it's free, and I got on dateinasia.com, and at the time I thought it was dateinasian.com, so I thought it was just talking about Asian people in general. So I made a profile and I was getting all these messages, and I'm like, what's going on? Because all these Asian people that are messaging me are from all the way across the world, you know. I'm like, and then I got to looking at the URL and I'm like, holy cow, that's not dateinasia.com, it's Date in Asia, actual Asia. So I was like, whatever, you know, I'm just looking for a chat partner, so I'm gonna make a profile, see what happens, you know. And that's what I did, and talked to several people, And actually my account got banned for some reason. I have no idea why it got banned, but the very next day they let me back on it. So I don't know if somebody falsely reported me for something or what, but it came back, and the very first message was from Kathy. And it was a nice message. I thought she was pretty. I'm like, you know, let's just talk, see where it goes. And we talked every day for months and months. 6 months we talked every single day. Some in the morning, some at night. We did a little bit of video chatting, you know, actually a lot of video chatting. And I got to know her as best as I could, you know, through video, through chatting. Eventually she asked me if she could start sending me letters. I'm like, you know, people in the United States don't do this. They don't send each other letters. I'm like, that's awesome, that's cool. And I'm like, yeah, I would really love a letter. So she sent a letter, and the first letter, it took 6 weeks to get to me. That's how slow the mailing service was from there to here. But she wrote me a letter every week, one a week. Once one came, every week I'd get another letter. And I wrote her a few letters back as well. I even mailed her a chocolate candy bar about this big, and it's kind of expensive to send, but you know, that was just something special we had. I'm like, this is really neat, you know. And then we used Viber to call each other, and I'm like, man, you know, I'm starting getting attached to this girl. She's pretty special in my eyes. As best as I could know her, I did, you know, as for being long distance, you know. You can only get to know somebody so much, and then you gotta be able to be physically with them in person to really understand who they are. And I was thinking, man, she lives in the Philippines, and all my life I said, I'm not flying nowhere. I haven't even left the country, you know. I had that fear, very, very negative thoughts of flying, very. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do it. You know, sometimes you gotta get past your fear. You gotta be positive, because if you're not positive and you don't get past your fears, then you can miss out. And I'm gonna tell you today, I would have missed out on a lot, because today I have many blessings in my life because of my wife, you know. My wife in itself is an absolute blessing to me. We love each other dearly, you know. I'm not saying everything's perfect, because nothing's ever perfect. If somebody says they have a perfect relationship, that's not the case. But I do know that me and her don't do anything to hurt each other, you know. We don't do anything to hurt each other, and we absolutely love each other. And I have a baby Hunter. A lot of you know who Hunter is. He's been in some of the videos, and we have another baby coming in another 4 weeks. So there's another blessing. I also gained her family in the Philippines, and they're all blessings. They are all warming. That they are my family. When I went over there, I instantly felt like I was part of their family. And I'll tell you, I'll make another video on a story of me going over there, my first experience in the Philippines, my first experience with the family and all that. There's so much to our story, but I want to talk about positivity, because if I didn't get past the fear of these heights, flying in a plane, it was my first ever flights, so that's a long way to fly when you're deathly afraid to fly, because I flew 8 times on that trip. I flew 3 planes over there, 3 planes back, and we had a trip in the Philippines my first time there, and that was 2 more planes, and one of them was really small. Believe it or not, on the trip of the 8 flights, it was 8 different type of planes that I had to use, so it was quite an experience. I kind of have a funny story about the travel over there, you know, so I'll let you know about that in another video. But the purpose of this video is if you're not positive, you can miss out on so many things. And being positive, there's so many benefits, you know. Even for health reasons, there are benefits. When you're more positive, you're less stressed. So even health benefits, when you're positive, helps you healthy. You know, people are attracted to positive people. People attracted to positive people. When you're more positive, more people are gonna like you, you know? When you're negative, nobody wants to be around a negative person. And I know I don't, and I hate when I'm being negative, but I'm human and I do get negative. And I can tell when I'm being negative, my wife's giving me that look like, man, I don't even want to be around you like now if you're negative. You know, it don't happen often, but it will happen. So, and the list goes on. There is so much of being positive that's good for you. Do it. And, you know, I don't really have too much of a problem with Mr. Cringe's comment, because it is a scary world out there. Australia is burning. There is a lot of things happening in this world that could cause World War III. And I'm not sure about the plague that he was talking about, but that happens too, you know. But those are just negative things that's going to happen. They're going to happen whether we are negative or positive, but we might as well be positive about it, because it's a lot harder to get through these things being negative. You know what I'm saying? Do you feel me what I'm saying? And another positive thing, this happened when I got past my fear and I gained all these people in my life. I'm gaining a country because I'm falling in love with the Philippines. I do have this channel now, and it's devoted to the Philippines now, and it's growing, and I'm meeting a lot of people through YouTube, and hopefully, you know, sooner rather than later, I'll meet a lot of you in the Philippines. We go there every year. We have plans to move over there. God willingly, if that's the plan, we'll be living over there, and I want to do a lot of good. I want to do a lot of helpful things. I have a lot of great ideas, but it's got to be in the planning. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you bring negativity to my channel, I might block you. I don't know. I just don't want to see it, you know. I don't want to hear it. If it's just viewpoints different from me, that's cool, you know. I'm definitely not right in some of the stuff I say, but nobody's perfect, you know. Correct me, correct my vision, show me the right way. I'm down with that. But if you come to the channel and you're just cussing, calling names, threatening, talking all crazy, I don't need you on this channel. You can go. I don't care, you know. Yeah, that's about all I got to say for this video. I have a lot to say about actually meeting my wife and telling the story, telling my time being in the Philippines. And if you want to hear a story like that, whether you want to hear one or not, I'm definitely going to create a video like that. And I'm probably going to have my wife in the video too, so she can tell her view, her side of it. Because she's not in many of my videos, but she will be in a lot soon. She'll be on maternity leave. So she'll be off work. She works at a hospital right now, but she's getting ready to be off for 3 months. And after those 3 months, we might decide if she wants to. It's up to her. If she wants to stay home with the kids, she can do that. If she wants to continue on with her career, she can do that. It's all up to her. I support her and whatever her decision is. So there's going to be a lot more videos other than reactions coming up, but there's still going to be a hell of a lot of reactions coming too, because that's how this channel started. A lot of you guys like the reactions, but I'm going to incorporate a lot of family stuff as well, and I have a lot of future plans for other type of videos in the future. So hopefully you stick around. If this is your first time to my channel, consider subscribing, joining our family base. It's growing. It's almost to 70,000 subscribers. I'm going to do a few giveaways once we hit that 70,000 subscribers. I'm going to make a video about that once we do. And hopefully you enjoyed the video. Hopefully you leave some comments. Let me know what you're thinking. Add to it. You can add comments to it of positivity or your life experience, how positivity got you through something. Definitely tell a story down below, because you do not know who's reading the comments, and you may help somebody, because there's a lot of people out there just struggling. I know I get depressed, and I look towards things and lean on things and lean on people's stories to get me out of the depression that I might be facing. So you never know who you're helping. Just put yourself out there, and maybe you'll help some people in the process, and if you did, you've done a great deed. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I want to say have a blessed day, and I'll see you next time. There's more reactions to come later tonight, so I'll see you then. Peace, love, happiness. Spread it from me to you. I'll see you next time.